So welcome back to round two of the AusNZ Combined Racing League Ferrari 355 Challenge, and we're here at round two. Round two at Barcelona National Circuit layout, and this is the bottom lobby of the two lobbies that we ran on the night last week. So we got a few extras in to even out the lobby, so we got 7 in this lobby, and I think there was 6 in the top lobby. So we had on the qualifying, we had Dado took pole, Dark Racing was second, Whopper third, AJD fourth, Simo in fifth, Woody sixth, and Stan Pappy seventh. So here we go for 17 laps around the national circuit at Barcelona in sunny Spain. So for round two. So enjoy. Here we go. And we're ready. Lights are out. And Dado's got not a bad start here. Off pole, Dark Racing there, he's going to find himself on the outside, so he'll tuck himself in there by the looks of that, to hold that second position. And we got Whopper. Oh, talking about that, Dado, Darky's round the outside, tried to stick it around the outside. That would have been a very brave move there, but Dado just kept the boot into it and made sure that he kept Darky on the outside and kept him with no room to get in there on the inside. He's definitely got the pressure here now. Darky's making the move on there, late on the brakes. As he kept it clean, and yes, he should make this move here. Dark Racing. Or not. Dado and Whopper's now in for a little bit of the action too. Is he going to tuck in here? We've got a couple more right-hand corners. Whopper could make Dado pay and drop to third here. Dado's held himself out wide here. Should get the run in here. Oh, this is sensational first lap here between the leading pair here. And Dado is kept it clean, and they've got that. He was under fire that first part of that lap. Here we go for lap 2 of 17. I might just quickly go to, oh, wrong move, sorry guys, here we go. Dark Racing made a lot of distance there under braking there under to Dado. He's got a lot of pressure behind him with Whoppo, and Simo's putting in the in fourth there. He's not losing out on any of the action here. Very close, clean racing here in the second lobby of for round 2 and Darky's making the move here like he did in the first race. He's made this one stick. As he run wide, he's run wide, and we've got Dado back on the inside, and Whopper's trading a little bit of paint there with Darky, and he's just backed off there because Darky back on the track. Doesn't be forced too wide there. It's really on between these two. That's who we want to watch here. And Whopper's trying to get his nose in here in the chicane, putting a lot of pressure. He's opened it up here now for Simo, who have the inside run here coming onto the final corner to the straight. Whopper just found himself out of position there, bouncing over those curves, fighting for second spot with Darky. But now he's tucked in there behind Simo Racing. Oh, what's happened to Dado there? He's all over the shot. And that could have been something to do with his wheel settings that I just mentioned with before, where he was finding it hard to go in a straight line, and we have identified that he had a lot of his sliders, his settings on his wheel all over the shot. So hopefully this weekend's around 3 and 4, you'll find that his car's a lot more stable down the straight line. But here we got Dark Racing on lap 3 of 17 is in front, with Simo Racing in second, and then Dado's after that mistake into turn 1 there. We're all locked up and everywhere. He's found himself back in third. He's got to do it all over again. And then behind him we got AJD find himself in the thick of things with Whopper right behind, trying to make amends after he's very fast through here. That's where he's putting pressure on Dark Racing in the lap before, but he got a bit crossed up and found himself from third down to fifth. Or down back to fourth, but then AJ's got him up, and we got Sandpappy right behind AJD. Definitely playing for keeps here in the what used to be known as the Gentleman Series. These guys here are they don't care if it's a bit of rubbing here, as they're out for hard, clean racing, and it's generally not too bad at the moment. All the panels seem fairly straight on most of the cars. Open flowing circuit here at Catalunya. Barcelona is in the national layout. Let's just see what Whopper can do here, because he's very fast through this back section of the track. Got Sandpappy. Woody Lizard has found him, he's away from the group. He's had an incident there, or from memory, I got it all crossed up going into turn one and locked the rears and ended up in the barrier, so that cost me a lot of time and also damage, forcing me to pit, unfortunately. But anyway, the race goes on. And the battle is well and truly on between AJD here and Whopper. And he's just trying to tag on the end here of Dado, who's in third. And we've got Dark Racing leading Simo by half a second. And we'll just have a look here, because Simo's really having a look here. After his blown engine at Monza, he's hopefully keeps it clean and keeps an eye on those engine temps. So it was definitely from damage at Monza, because and we've got, I think it was AJD there, or was it Whopper? It was Whopper. Whopper losing it, all crossed up. But the battle here up front is well and truly on. And Dark Racing has sort of gapped him a little bit. This is where Dark was always putting pressure also on Dado through here. So both Dado, Simo just finding the rears a little bit squirmish. 5 of 17. The tyres should be they should be at the optimum temperature and grip at the moment. So it shouldn't really be that. And Dado's just got that pressure on. Well done. Well done to both Simo and Dado there. Well caught, Simo. Great control of the car. Definitely, his car's fairly loose. He's got some problems there. That's on a number of laps now. He's lost it. It's unfortunate for Simo. I'm doing so well. 6 of 17. Not quite halfway yet. But, anyway, let's have a look here. We got Darky in his. What I have to say, it's a very impressive silver Ferrari there in the 107. Bit of James Bond theme there. I'm looking for 007, but he's in the 107 Argento Ferrari. And he's 3 seconds now in front of Dado Racer. He's found himself back into second and wanting to try and chase down Darky for get back into second. But he's got AJD keeping him honest here. With Sandpappy there, picking up the pieces again in fourth. He's keeping his racing clean and he's benefiting there. But if you remember, it's a race between this and the top lobby still based on time. So the guys still want to be into it. And you see AJD's car's set up really well. That final chicane there, riding the curves, puts that curve right in the middle of the car and just runs over it. The cars are fairly evenly spaced now. Not much happening in the race. Yeah, so we'll just have a look at Sandpappy here, our newest member, and just maybe we'll ride on board, just see how things go there for a lap around here on the in the number 37 Giallo Ferrari 355 Challenge. And just car's not quite stable through there. You should be almost full throttle especially on that exit part. He just hadn't lined it up properly. That's okay. And going up to third, I'd say. I'll just get the speedo, see what... Oh, I can't get speedo up on this one. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. And do the final chicane. And do the final corner. Come onto the main straight here. And here we go. We'll go for one lap. Listen to that Ferrari go. Just either that 100 metre board, he just braked it a little bit too late maybe, or just didn't have the brake, didn't press it hard enough. So the tyres now, we're halfway through the race roughly, 8 of 17. They're just starting to wear off, and it's a bit like Monza, the front left's wearing again on the Ferrari, so he'll be maybe just suffering a little bit of front end grip there, and especially under the brakes there, so he's just trying to avoid the lockups. Looks like he might have a bit of pressure behind him here. We'll just no, he's got Whopper behind him, but he's about 2 seconds behind, so but that's a lap there of Catalunya National. And Whopper's just trying to come back through, and he'd be happy if he can try and make fourth here after the few little mistakes he's made. And we've got Dado Racers still trying to catch Dark Racing here. He's only within a second, 1.4 seconds or so behind on lap 9. 8 laps to go. They've settled themselves in a groove here without them being in an intense battle. And here with Les Woody Lizard there after he's pitted for damage. He's still just on the lead lap with these leaders coming up the tail. And see if Woody's going to might give Dado a opportunity here on Dark Racing 40. Dark is enjoying racing with a few different races that he doesn't normally get to race with, because he normally finds himself always in the top tier lobby, let alone maybe just the midfield, and sometimes you find himself on the podium, but he does good in the top lobby with some of the fast guys. But it's always good as a racer to be up in front, so he'll be enjoying leading the race here with the Dado putting a lot of pressure on him for the lead, instead of it being a midfield race that Darky normally would find himself in. So he's definitely going to be defending this victory. And who knows what happens in Lobby 1 too, if there's been some incidents. Our final time might see Darky take out overall victory or a podium result. Let's say the way we can do it when we got the 2 lobbies based on the time for finishing time for the race. Both races obviously have the same settings. Dado's putting a lot of pressure on him here. Mid-race, his tyres are really probably that little bit better than Darky's, I'd say, at the moment. Or Dado is just finding his groove back again. Loves to chase, Dado. He really loves his racing. Loves good, hard, clean racing. Loves his V8s. So this time he swaps his normal Holden or Ford V8 to a Ferrari. Next best thing. Oh, again, that's what I did. But I had a bit worse and hit those inside barriers, nose straight into them. And caused myself 50% odd damage at front, so had no option but to pit. Dado's had the same sort of thing there, but he managed to avoid those tyre barriers, tyre bundle. Not much really going on as far as battles are concerned. This is really the main one at the moment, obviously up in front. After Dado Racer here in second, we've got AJD holding a nice third spot on the podium. You got a third in the first round at Monza. That came down to him finishing overall when we combined all the times back up between the two lobbies. That put AJ in seventh for round one at Monza. So he'll be fighting again to probably around that mid pack maybe for the final results again between the two lobbies. So that's going to be a good weekend, good first two rounds for AJ. And Dado's definitely having a top round. He's won the first race and ended up only being finished second to Chuck with the overall results. So he'd definitely like to try and get in front of here, Darky, and push on. And get some other good results to leading into the first two rounds of the championship. I still haven't caught up to Woody yet. We're on lap 12 of 17, so Woody's sort of holding his own here at the moment. Again, he'd have I don't know if he would. I can't remember. I think I might have changed tyres. I can't remember. But yeah, AJD's just in third in front of Whopper, about 4 seconds in front of Whopper, who again is 4 seconds then in front of Sandpappy, and Simo is back further, about 50 seconds behind Sandpappy. After he's had an incident, I think he had to maybe call into the pits as well. And then Woody Lizard seventh in last, just in front of these guys, just holding on to be on the same lap at the moment. So he comes Darky up onto the back of Woody Lizard now. He's probably been in the draft there, feeling the effects of that. And that's going to also extend the lead maybe to Dado at this stage. AJ coming onto the main straight in the background. Now we'll just stay with this battle here. And I know for a fact I was trying to hold on to that, stay on the same lap. But once I knew that they were going to be within that second, I decided to pull over. And at the time I thought Dado was right there as well with him. But thought, well, okay, well, I'll motor on and see what I can do if I can just stick with the leaders. And you can see there's Simo Racing. And he's just holding on to the lead lap still again with another 3 laps to go after this one. So he'll try and stay on that lead lap. But definitely Darky's driven a nice smooth race. He had that moment where obviously Dado started catching him, but I'd say his tyres have now, after pushing those 3 laps or so, I'd say Dado's has put an end to his tyres there. You can see him moving around down the straight there, so he still had that problem of weaving with his steering wheel, as we said, with his settings. So Dado, if you get to watch this, I hopefully after we've helped you with your settings, that this weekend your round will be a lot easier on you, especially in a straight line. With round 3 at a Azure circuit, you want your steering to react fairly good, but yeah, definitely with the walls you don't have much runoff, so straight into the wall, so you don't want to be weaving down some of the limited straights there at Azure. And then we're then off to Imola, which again, long straights, flowing sort of circuit, so yeah, you really want to have your car settled in a straight line, that's for sure, for that track as well. And the undulations of Imola, it's going to be a tough round. Both rounds 3 and 4 this weekend from 7:30 on Sunday night. I believe there will be a live stream of the top lobby with Sado and All Round Cricketer joining in the commentary box for those two, so that's going to be good. And I believe Sado does it on Twitch, so all that info will be on our Facebook group. And also I'll update our website as well You can find that at oz-nzcrl.weebly.com, and all the info is there on the website. Or again, you could just search Oz, AUS, and then NZCRL, maybe in your Google search, and it might come up. But yeah, it's .weebly.com. So yeah, go along there, have a look, and if you feel like if you're on the Xbox and you reside in Australia or New Zealand, come and join us. Let us know you want to come and race. We do official practices usually on the events on Thursday nights from 8 p.m. This is all New South Wales Victorian time, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And we run an hour practice session, so 30 minutes each round, because we were doing the 2 rounds, so at each track. And so yeah, come along, have a run, see how you feel, and we'll be more than happy to see you participate with us guys. We all got different levels. We've got Chuck Racing, who is just out of the world, so we'd love to have some real fast drivers out there to come and join us and give him a run for his money. But he still loves it, Chucky. He likes to brag about his speed, and look good on him, because he's a terrific driver, sim racer on the Xbox. It's good to have him within our group, and a few of us guys that pushes some of the top guys like Shads and Uncrewed Squid and the likes. Triple Road has improved. He's only been with us for a few seasons now, and he's come leaps and bounds. So, and Chuck's happy to help out with guys too. That's what it's all about, our group, and make you a better driver in the end. So here we are on lap 16 of 17. We've got one more to go. You can see Dark Racing has definitely put a big gap here on Dado now. It's blown out to nearly 7 seconds. It's just Woody Lizard who's a lap down there behind Darky. So he's kept up with him in the last section of the race. Just couldn't get the car set up comfortably for myself. Always felt a bit awkward in the car so far, but here comes Darky on the last lap. Final lap of the race. And we've got Dado now. He's just in front of AJD by three seconds. So AJD's kept with him. And the gap did come out a little bit, over 4 seconds. So he's bridged that gap to Dado. So he's done really well. He's had a good race, AJD. And that's good on him. He's worked hard. Another one that loves his cars, loves his GT3s. Especially his Mercedes. So definitely when we run our Intercontinental GT Challenge, we'll be seeing him, I'd say, at the front of the grid. And we're going to be teaming up with teammates in that series, running on a Saturday and Sunday night, just replicating the Intercontinental GT Challenge 5-round series in the real life. So running at all the same tracks other than Kailami, because we don't have it in Project Cars. So the next best one we've decided is the Nürburgring GP. So we'll be running there for the final race. And that comes up in the winter. Before that, for Series 2, we have got the IndyCar Series. So we'll just watch Dark Racing here take the victory. Congratulations, Dark Racing 40. Great victory. Does his celebratory crash into the wall, which I'm not a fan of. So hopefully we can alleviate that in the next coming races. And it looks a lot better if we come through the field without those incidents like that we've just seen AJ do to Darky. But anyway, these things can happen. And we'll go away from that. Here comes Whopper, Cake in a nice 4th position. Outstanding, mate. Good drive from Whopper after he had a fighting for the lead, I think, or was for 2nd position at one stage there. And Sandpappy coming 5th. Yeah, coming 5th there with Simo Racing finishing off the round 2 at Catalunya National. After he had a few little incidents, he was up the front of the field too, but his rear tyres or something went wrong there. He had three corners there. He was just fully out wide. So he's comes in 6th position. So that's the end of round 2, guys. So stay tuned for. I will be doing the replays of the bottom lobby. If we need 2 lobbies, so I'll just do a replay on here off the so we won't be live streaming it. The live stream will always be in our main lobby. So as I said, find us on Facebook or go to our website, and we will post up all those details of the live stream. If it's Sado doing it, Sado 15, you can find him on Twitch. It's SADDO, then 15. And just follow him, and you will see him streaming from about 7:30 this Sunday night. Okay, until then, have a good time.